Happy Thursday. Happy PS5 reveal day. Which I believe that's starting in about an hour, so if you're here and watching me live, you're not gonna see it. Which, I mean, if you're here, I appreciate it. But if you're super excited about PlayStation, I will not be offended if you go and check that out. Yeah, I'll watch the highlights later. Alright, so the plan for today. Well, first let's push the button so that you guys can see me. There we go. Hello. Anyway, the plan for today is that we are going to... First, let's go talk to everybody. See if anyone's got anything new to say before we progress with the next plot thing. And then we will head to said plot thing. Yeah. Computer has been rebooted. Just turned it back on this morning. Not even just rebooted. Like, fully shut down. And it got to rest overnight, so... Hopefully we won't have any weirdness. But, you know, the game does quite a good job at providing its own. Regardless of how well my computer's running. So, we'll see. God, yesterday was just... Apparently that one side quest is just really super buggy. It's a lot of people reporting crashes at various points. It is what it is. We made it through. And we found that, Krogan head. So that was nice. Let's just keep... I have a laptop over here and I've been trying to log into it for the past like 10 minutes, and every time it's just... I look away for just enough time for the lock screen to come back on because I haven't, you know, put in my info. Like, let me in. Okay. Get situated here. God, I started playing Destiny again last night. I've forgotten what things are. But something that usually happens when I've been gone from Destiny for a long time is that either an update or a patch or something is usually reset some of the settings, or like the FOV, so like, yeah, the FOV is different, my sensitivity is all messed up, and it just feels like a really bad time until I get things situated again. But it takes time because I have to figure out what normal is, and then normal for PvE is very different from normal in PvP. So, yeah, that takes a little bit of getting used to, but hopped back in last night for the first time in 6 months, and everything feels right. It feels good. It's good to be back. I'm excited about the new content. Anyway, Dragon Age. I took care of our inventory here, so it looks a little bit better than it did. I went and got a little upgrade for Varric. As we noticed, we had him in the party for the first time in freaking forever yesterday. Bianca was only doing 106 DPS. I needed to go get another arms upgrade. He was sitting at Bianca Arms 4. Fortunately, the merchant that we have just out in the courtyard had Bianca Arms 5, so we went and purchased that. So a little bit more damage. Still not nearly as much as Sarah, or even what I have equipped. Or Cole, for that matter. Cole's up in the 2 somethings, but that's okay. So yeah, I would like to take the time to run around and talk to everybody, and make sure we haven't missed any big conversations. So you'll recall we ended yesterday with the Wicked Grace scene, which was very nice. That's always fun.
I expected ruins.
They were. As you see, the Inquisition has not been idle.
Would it be possible to meet the Herald before we return to Ghislaine?
My dear Laurent, for you, anything. Allow me to present Inquisitor Trevelyan.
Your worship, you do us great honor.
Inquisitor, this is my dear Bastien's sister, Grand Cleric Marceline, and his son, Duke Laurent of the Council of Heralds.
Madame de Fer has told us what great trials you faced, trying to save my poor brother's life.
The Maker called my father to his side. It was valiant of you to champion him in his final hours.
I hate that outfit so much. And there's at least 3 people we talked to from Orlais who are wearing that exact outfit. I'm sorry, it's terrible.
If only I'd been able to save Bastien.
The Circle of Magi told Bastien many years ago that his illness was incurable. It was simply his time.
Would you mind waiting for me in the chapel, my dears? The Inquisitor and I have business to discuss.
It has been our very great pleasure, Herald.
Clothes are hard to design. Oh no! They were
This has been
designed
quite
that way
the
on
triumph,
purpose.
hasn't it? They just adore you.
That outfit screams Orlais. Oh god, you told them about me? The shock has caused me to drop all of my frames. Hang on. We good? Okay, we're good. They seem nice.
Duke Bastien's family seem quite pleasant.
Ordinarily, I would have warned you that Marceline has the temper of a hungry vulture, but she's quite taken with you. Laurent is a dear, almost as pious as his aunt, and new to a seat of great power in the Empire. And Marceline is one of the strongest voices among the Grand Clerics. Now they will both come to us for advice. The Inquisition is truly a power now, and there's no telling how far its influence will reach. But enough of this talk. Here, I have something for you. I commissioned this ring from the Formari, the greatest enchanters in all Thedas, for you.
I don't know. I have a superb crit chance ring already, Viv. It's pretty great. I have lots of rings. Oh yeah, there we go. One more for the chest.
This is a generous gift. Thank you, Vivian.
Once it was customary for the circles to craft enchantments for their staunchest friends and allies. And you have been both. I must go to see my guests now. Another time, darling.
Okay. Game can't decide who I'm pointing towards, so guess I need to talk to both of these people. Yay, free stuff! It only costs time and friendship. Varric, honey. Why are you sliding?
Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Special? Please tell me about Bianca.
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
You love her.
What makes the Merchants Guild such a danger to her?
Well, to be fair, it's more of a danger to me. Technically, we're not supposed to be within 300 leagues of one another. If it got back to the guild that we were seen together, they'd freeze my assets and then have me killed. Maybe not in that order.
What in the world did you do to cause that?
We almost started a clan war. Does it matter? I can't change it now.
Jesus. Okay.
How do you know Bianca? The lady, I mean, not the crossbow.
I met her years ago when she still lived in Kirkwall, and I was looking for someone with, mechanical skills. Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant smith you'll ever meet. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Bianca is married. Somehow I thought the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas, surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil collection. The perfect husband. I heard the wedding was lovely. The one Bianca actually showed up for, anyway.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Varric. Oh. Ah, your co-sub, quick. Well, I figure we should have asked that question first.
All right, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
Alright. Let's ask it.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
I guess that's it for now.
Sure. I'll be here.
Oh, Varric. Let's go drink that pain away. Just kidding. That's not healthy. We could still do it, though. Ah, Solus, we haven't talked to you in a long time. I'm sure you have some things to gripe about.
How can I help?
JK, you have nothing. Bye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Inquisitor.
What? That's my name. Cassandra, what's good?
It's good to see you.
We already asked her, I'm sure we have, but...
I have some more questions.
As you wish.
Oh! Let's see if she'll tell us about her brother now.
Tell me about your brother.
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed what a Pentagast could truly be. I idolized him. I wanted to hunt dragons as he did, even though our uncle forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret. We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old. And then he died on me.
That sounds really awful.
It was the end of everything I knew. A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for it. In front of me. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, they sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
I think I understand how you felt.
At times I could not breathe. The rage nearly choked me. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive. Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of 3? I cannot say. I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
I'll let you get back to work.
Hello again.
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
There are so many Tranquil. They deserve a chance to heal.
I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people. Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
Alright, that's what I wanted to hear.
So, that book you were reading?
Yes, what of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
Oh, I quite agree with you.
Then why are you laughing at me?
I wasn't.
I will never hear the end of this, will I?
Alright. Let you train. Alright, come figure out the chair. What's up, Bull?
Man, those serving girls are frisky.
Okay.
I'd like to hear more about the charges.
They're good. Riding high after we hit those Venatori. Glad they made it out alive, too. What do you want to know?
We've already had these conversations.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Alright. Speaking of Sarah, let me get stuck on every pillar and everything in the way. On our way over to her nice little hideaway here. Let's say if we did get some approval and stuff, so there.
Hey you have time? It's not a question, let's go.
Okay.
I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
Alright. Don't flirt with her. We're already in a relationship.
Sarah, explain.
Ah, just come on, will you? I haven't wanted to do this with anyone for a long time.
We're eating on a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins. Ugh. I freaking still hate cookies.
Raisins!
No, it's just that this is all a little confusing.
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mom. The one she made, she bought and pretended. Ah, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this Inquisition thing is working out, so I figured I could make some Inquisition cookies? because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
Sarah, I would love to bake cookies with you. Yes, let's do it.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Suppose it's not really about them. I hate learning lessons. Makes my stomach hurt. Anyway, I'll throw this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?
Sarah, anytime. Can we get off the roof now?
Oh, yes, please. Smells like bird and dank. This part, not a good idea. Thanks, yeah. Feels good, this.
Alright. Creme honey, please sit down. He's regressed a little bit. That's not... You know what? You sit in that chair however you like. You do your best.
What do you mean?
Okay, let's see if Sarah has anything else after that. We haven't talked to her in a while.
Love seeing you, yeah?
Aww. Special. Friendly roof time. Cool. I don't know what happens if you do this again.
We should drop something next time.
Okay. Let's maybe not drop things on our people.
Can't wait.
They're
What's
trying to work. Oh my god, she's floating. Sarah. Sarah, honey, come down. Let's see if she wants to talk about herself some more.
I'd like to know more about you now that you're comfortable.
Suppose. It's embarrassing enough now, may as well.
Anything more to say about where you came from, aside from hating cookies there?
Denerim, mostly. Before running into another Jenny. He was fun. Had weird friends, though. I think some of them were a lot more serious about being serious. Got some of them killed. I suppose they were like family. Better than Lady Emerald ever was. You know why? They didn't give two squirts about who or what you were. It was all what you did.
So is that who showed you how to fight? Gave you your skills?
Nobody gave me anything except a chance. And maybe some lessons to start, but mostly just the chance. I took that and ran.
Alright.
So where are the rest of them?
All over. Or they stopped to let new people go all over. Some get rich and stop playing so they can do good things with it. One or two don't. Eventually, someone asks for a favor against them. So don't get like that, you hear?
Okay.
Denerim is a long way from Orlais. How'd you get there?
By Stinky Horse?
Sarah.
Denerim wasn't much fun after the Blight. Everyone trying to recover. You even feel bad for the nobles. But Val Royeaux, that's a fat city full of fat heads. They just don't know when to stop. You saw it. Orlais is rich and stupid. Ripe for the pickings.
Yeah, alright.
Do you remember your actual family at all? Your parents?
Well, there is the amulet I had as an orphan that has a missing piece. And look at your face. You believe me? No, still no parents. I remember an alienage with arseholes and hating that stupid tree. The one elves always have. Of all the things to pray at, they could at least pick one with apples.
That's fair.
It's nice to see this side of you, that you trust me.
Don't you go blabbing around, yeah? Because I'll have a big trusting foot up your pucker.
Okay. don't know if I want to say this to her. Just, hey, you're weird.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
But I don't know. I say that to my actual friends, so, Hey, Red. How's it going?
Thank you. It wasn't blood in the bath, fingers on the scalp, intimate, and then the moment is gone.
Okay, Cole. Let's go on an adventure.
How would you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
Had a fair bit of origins. Some of the encounters confuse me. Oh yeah? Any specific ones? I may or may not remember. It's been too long.
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. May I bring a sampling of fine cheeses for you and your guest?
I don't eat.
Well then, just a bottle of a fine Ghislaine White to start. Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
Dalish
He
Woods,
saw
there's a
me.
quest for the
They
Mage
all see
Collective.
me.
I think it's Dalish. Ah, it's fine. The level I'm at now, the enemies wreck me to shreds. Yeah, I remember getting destroyed in that area for a little bit. Of course, that was most of the game for me, so... But yeah.
I'm glad you've allowed them to.
I don't know if I did. I find people when their pain leaves them open. I ease the pain. I leave, they forget. That was enough for me. Now they remember, and I'm not sure...
Cole?
I told you about Reese, the mage who could see me, my friend. My only friend for a long time. Evangeline showed me that Templars could be kind, but even she...
Mission feels like it's DLC missions though, so that might be why. Possibly. I don't know. I never played any of the Origins DLC, so that might be right. Touchy-fixy psychic man, yeah. Yep, we're back to Cole.
Cole, if
His
this
big
is troubling
floppy
you,
hat.
don't have to talk about it.
Gentle. You watch me walk into darkness over and over, and you always worry. Thank you. But this isn't about them. It's about... When I found out I wasn't human, when I grew, I lost Reese. I lost my only friend. That's why I was scared about letting all these people see me. That's why I laughed.
You're laughing at yourself.
Yes. This world taught me that changing means losing your friends. But now I know that doesn't have to be true. I have enough self to know that what I felt was foolish. Isn't it wonderful?
I love the hat, but it's kind of ruining... Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not ruining it. Maybe it's perfect for the scene, but I would like to see his face for this.
It's another good step, Cole.
I might
There we
like
go.
being human. What do you think I'll learn next?
Well, let's learn to brush that hair out of your eyes. It's gonna start poking your eyeballs and it's not gonna feel great. Trust me, I know. Now let's go shopping. We'll get you a bigger, floppier hat. We'll make an afternoon of it. Okay, we made it through an interaction with Cole without getting disapproval, so let's save.
Ships launch on changing winds. Dizzy sometimes like the top of the stairs, but sometimes like dancing.
May I ask how things are, now that you're more human?
It hurts. Everything hurts. Everyone remembers me now. I can only make them miss me for a few heartbeats. But I'm real. More real, anyway. And I understand more than I did.
What's it like being human? Everything hurts. That's a mood. God. Ah.
Why can't you make people forget you anymore?
Because I'm real. The forgetting was for both sides. They weren't frightened by me, and I wasn't hurt by them. Making people forget was a defense against people attacking me, and having what they saw in me stick. Because I'm real, everything sticks. Whatever people think or feel about me stays.
Alright.
Can you still help people if you can't make them forget?
It's harder. I can't start over if I do it wrong. But seeing me changes them. They know a person wants them to hurt less. That helps.
You're still able to sense the feelings of others, aren't you?
Yes, I still feel things, flashes of their minds. Pain, hurt, all of it. It's not so loud anymore. I make more noise myself, so I don't hear as much unless I want to. I remember more things, though. It lets me learn. I sometimes see why something I said would bother Cullen. Maybe I'll do it less.
Maybe. That's a start.
What's the difference between you and a spirit now?
Spirits are... they just are. Most of them sense something that interests them and stick to it. They don't remember much. It keeps them pure, but it also keeps them from learning, from growing. I wanted to help people, but I only knew enough to do it in the simplest way. Now I can see more. I also want to hit people a lot. Varric is helping with that.
Alright. That's fair.
Are you still physically the same, or are you fully human?
I was always fully human. I can do everything I could do before, except make people forget. The way I move comes from my mind, not my body. As long as I remember some of the Fade, it remains. My body is just like the real Cole's. Except that he was a mage. I'm not.
He sounded so happy saying that. Yeah, he did. Oh.
Why aren't you a mage?
I can't know for sure, but the real Cole, his father beat him, killed his mother. His sister might have died, too. I don't know if that was real or what the demon made me think. Then the Templars threw Cole in darkness and starved him, all because he had magic. He thought that if he didn't have magic, I'm what he wanted to be. Him, but normal. So no one would hurt him.
Okay. Is Cole one of those good virtues in the Fate? Yeah, he was originally a spirit of compassion, and then we made him human.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Because that's what Varric wanted. Oh god! How long have you been up here, sir?
Inquisitor, you have done much, but have you the stomach for the Quizquisition?
Oh god.
The what?
It begins now, and there is a timer. The Kunari are a ferociously pedantic people guided by a very particular philosophy. Name its author.
I'll guess the Kyun.
Incorrect. An unfortunate lapse into non sequitur. We will continue when I have time and the wind calls me.
Okay. the hell was that? Okay, I can't talk to him anymore. Who was its author? I have no idea. Cole, do you have more loot? Oh yeah, this is that other stuff that... Yeah, I'm not gonna take your stuff. I had forgotten about Quizquisition. Oh well, I failed it quickly, so... We don't have to go talk to him anymore until I find him in another dark corner. I don't know how long he's been up there. Blackwall, you have anything to say, dude? Sitting in your chair?
Yes?
Okay, he doesn't have anything to say.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Alright, who else can we talk to? Need to go talk to Josephine, Dorian, Liliana. We haven't talked to Morgan in a little while. And we could probably go check in with Cullen. Where is she? There she is.
Greetings, Inquisitor.
What up?
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
Never mind.
I'll leave you to the garden.
As you like.
We'll come back and talk to her after the next thing then.
Good time
Pick up some herbs while we're here.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our Maker.
Is I growing that in both of those? I thought I had an elf root going. Eh, it's fine. We're not hurting on elf root. Josephine, what's good?
A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor.
Always.
Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death.
Rude.
They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Okay.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics. We should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
I don't exactly remember where Jader is in relation to all of us.
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with. But I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
I want to say it's out to the east, kind of by Antiva, but I don't remember. Let's see, do we send some diplomats, have a show of force, or propaganda? Let's send some diplomats.
Let's send some ambassadors to convince Jada I'm not a monster in disguise.
Excellent. I believe there is much to be gained by winning them over.
Cool. And we may as well fast travel, honestly. Liliana, what's new?
A message from Divine Justinia.
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
That's a shock. You're right reading it. Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Uh-huh.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it? Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her. Do you know what you're looking for? The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
I don't want to say that in those exact words, but it has the star, so...
You take your instructions from me. What sort of help can a dead Divine give you? I don't know. Perhaps something to do with a chantry. Or it could be personal. She guided me for many years, Inquisitor, as a Divine and as a friend. There are days when I still look to her for advice, only to remember that I am alone.
Oh, Liliana, come on.
I'll help in whatever way I can. Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Okay, we will be doing that before we go do our big plot thing today. Just to get it out of the way. We have research to turn in? Yes, we do. Oh boy. And wait for the rest of it to cycle through. There it goes. Lots of codex stuff. That's cool. Lots of damage bonuses against beasts. Couple more against demons. Okay. Dorian, do you have anything new to say?
Here we are again.
Nope.
I should go.
Naturally.
Okay. Let's go talk to Cullen, and then we'll be ready to roll. Okay, he's got nothing for us, so...
Do you have some time?
Is there something on your mind?
I was hoping we could spend some time together.
Like that.
Let's go force him to stop working for a little bit. Oh, come on. I want one of the soldiers to walk through us while it's happening. And then we lean. There we go. Okay. It is really funny when that happens. Okay. Suppose we should actually go to the war table. Get them going on some things.
Worship.
Of course, when I try to show off the one buggy thing that I actually want, it doesn't work. But no, we're just trying to play the game, and suddenly everything just goes nuts. Yay! Alright. Reaction from House Emladaris was so quick and vehement, it can only mean they've known about the scandal in their family tree for some time. Centuries, perhaps. Their first responses were threats, but after being assured of our serious intent, they quickly changed their tune. Several retainers arrived with a letter for you. Oh, good. My dear Inquisitor, naturally these accusations of a connection to those old legends are without merit, and even if that weren't the case, it would have little meaning to my family today. We are Dementor citizens of good standing, uninterested in whatever this Corypheus has to offer, and will support the Inquisition in its efforts to fight this creature however we may. Cool, we got a Master Spirit Rune. Cullen got us a throne accessory. Neat. What else do we have going? Oh yeah! Arcanist Dagna was supplied with remnants of exposures to the rifts in the Fade, and she has done something. It's perhaps best to contain her efforts to the Undercroft from now on. Okay. Rewards received. I don't know. We have to go talk to Dagna, I guess. Okay, what were the other things I needed Liliana to do? Diverting soldiers and the frostbacks we've been putting off for a while. Oh, she's not doing that. Crap. Yeah, we're not leaving the soldiers.
Let us begin.
We can lose the trail on the Red Templars. We'll find them again later. Not a huge problem. What was this? Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted Liliana to do this.
Inquisitor.
So we can get the best of both worlds here. Wanted Liliana to do that one as well. That's probably for Josephine. Did not even see that over there. It's a good thing we've already finished it. Jeez. Deal with the angry Vargists. I completely forgot about this. I want Liliana to do this as well. Because Cullen's just like, yeah, kill him. But, you know. I like Liliana's take. It's a problem because we took their water source, but we can go help them find another one. Remind me that that's over there, because I will forget. And I think I need Josephine for that one. I don't know, Cullen. Grab us some more resources.
Inquisitor.
Okay, let's go help Liliana with her thing. And then we'll go do some plot. Let us save. Do the world map! Away! Dream team. Imagine Cassandra would support Liliana. Though they are two very different people. We'll see. I don't remember who I brought with me last time. There's that Mefra statue.
It's just as I remember it. You didn't tell me you'd been here before. After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
No! Get out of my brain, Fire Emblem!
I didn't expect it to be so... deserted. It makes me uneasy. It's a small village and it's too early for the chant. I'm sure the sisters are somewhere.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
You'll pay penance for that.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch, that light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear.
Let's stop and take a look at my dagger, by the way. Just look at that. It's so fancy. Oh, that just unequips it. Alright. It's got jewels. I didn't notice that before.
Sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
Hidden mechanism.
Like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? I was in a cloister in Lotharing when the Blight began. And then one morning, I found a single bloom on a dead rose bush. And I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way. The Maker hasn't abandoned us. You must be careful, Natalie.
That line
Justinia's
right there is
enemies
a
are
reference to
making their
Origins,
move,
by the way.
vying for position and the Sunburst throne.
Okay, it's over here.
What was that? Looks like we opened something.
Yeah, nobody thought anything was gonna be special about this over here until we started pulling on stuff. Okay. Blip. Okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Good old Leliano was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize? They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Seriously, look at that!
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her. An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
You're lost. Yeah, the exposition kind of comes after Liliana jumps on this chick. I'm just gonna let it play out a little bit.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here. She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thidas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
So you can convince her to join you. I don't remember what I did last time, so...
If we let her go, she'll just run off to her cleric.
Let's see what
Won't
happens.
she? Likely.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
No explanation here. These are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if we let her go, she's just gonna run back and tell everybody Liliana pulled a knife on her, so... And if we kill her, everyone's gonna know Liliana pulled a knife on her. Yeah, I kinda don't want to let her go.
This has to be done. You know it.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide them.
Didn't remember them showing it. I thought they were going to cut away. Right on.
No, this can't be it. There's nothing here.
Liliana, the true treasure, was the friends we made along the way.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed the puzzling sort. No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me, just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Oh god, Mother Victoire is here to steal our frames! No!
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
This? Now? After everything you've said and done? And my poor dear Natalie. I called her sister once, but I couldn't risk leaving her alive. Don't tell me to let it all go after all I've sacrificed to get here. Justinia tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
Okay then. We should maybe go check on her. But first let's loot the body. The dagger's not even good. Her accent is a little inconsistent. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. Okay, let's go back home and see how she's dealing. Yeah, she kind of slips between kind of, I don't know, kind of French accent and then also like Southern debutante. And then like sometimes a little bit of Cockney slips in there and it's like, where are you going for, girl? Alright, here she is, stomping around up here.
Grand Cleric Victoire is scrambling after the loss of her ancient.
And so are you!
Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down.
Good god!
Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin? Lord Firmin? She dotes on him.
Liliana.
Yes, mistress. I believe that is so.
Good. Have him collected. He shall be an honored guest, and make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
How you doing, sweetie?
Is everything under control? Perfect. The Grand Cleric and others like her will fall in line soon enough. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left hand, knowing what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
Okay, let's take a couple steps back.
You have a good heart. It's not a weakness.
You are too kind, Inquisitor. Call it what it is. The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception are my trade. It is what I am. It is what I always will be.
Anything else to say about that?
They tell me you have a gift for shadows and blades.
I very much do not. I spend 80% of my time in the field on the ground.
They flatter me. I can only do my best and hope it is enough.
That is a vicious lie.
Its leader must be willing to do what it takes. As your spy master, may I say that I am pleased. My agents appreciate that they can look at the Herald and see themselves. Have I ever talked about my friend Zevran? He was an Antivan crow. He wasn't always good at it. We only met because he failed to kill a mark. But he made me laugh.
Yeah, sleeping. That's what we'll call it. There it is. Zevran. Worst assassin ever.
Anything I should know? Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Look at those kneecaps she's got there, like, oh my god. Those would just constantly be hitting themselves while you're trying to walk. That's annoying.
I'll leave you to your work.
Did pretty good, almost took out my party. Yeah, that fight was rough for me too. Everybody was in really bad shape, and I had saved. Well, I wasn't rotating saves or anything, so I couldn't back up. I had to do some pretty stupid stuff to get through that fight. Oh, she's over here praying now. Standing on that bench. 4 archers, yeah. Yeah, those guys were brutal. Okay. We still have a lot of stuff in the Emerald Graves. Sorry, kind of planning what to do for tomorrow already. We do have a lot of loose ends we can go tie up. So we may end up doing that since we're doing some plot today. Thank God for Frost Blast, yeah. Those frost spells are amazing. There's another fly in here. Are you for real right now? I don't know where they're coming from. That's going out to Cullen. I'm going totally the wrong way. That fly really distracted me. And we'll save, and let's go. So yeah, the first and only time I've made it through Origins in all of its glory. I did not recruit Zevran because it made Alistair upset and hate me. Well, not hate, but, you know, he got the massive dislike. So I missed out on quite a lot of fun stuff. Which is why I was really looking forward to playing this again on stream. Wanted Liliana for that one as well. Cullen. More resources.
All right.
And her frames are dropping right as I'm about to click on the plot thing. Oh, don't know. This costs 40 power. We might not have enough. As we sit comfortably at 267. Recommended levels 16 to 19. Yeah, I think we can handle this. The Inquisition is now forced to be reckoned with. Call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with Inquisitor Trevelyan's army to the Arbor Wilds, where they will face Corypheus' zealots one final time. The Inquisition must stop Corypheus before the Darkspawn Magister finds a long-lost elven artifact in the wilds that allows him to enter the Fade physically and claim its power. Alright. Let's go.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
Like Ganon. We can't have that.
In Redcliffe, I saw the future Corypheus built. We can't let that happen.
That wasn't as funny as I wanted it to be.
The madman would bury us all.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
I advise we stop panicking.
For starters, we don't let Corypheus worry us to death. Imagine how embarrassing that would be. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Leliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morrigan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
I demand a hug from Morrigan because I love her. That is all.
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.
Alright. Confirm operation. Let's do it. Sorry, got distracted here. Facebook this morning did its thing where it shows you your memories, whatever. It shows one from a long time ago from my high school graduation, so I had to send that picture to my friend. Look, Varric's picture has changed. He's nice and happy now. Memories are fun. Yeah, sometimes. I feel like I look exactly the same as I did back then. He's changed quite a bit, though. He lost a lot of weight, for one, and two, he's got a beard now, so he looks very different. Ugh. Look at Josephine. Her eyes are very intense. He's got a bird on his shoulder. Watch out, bird. Give the bird a sword. Oh god, I remember that from the trailer. That's good, looking approximately the same. Problem is, I look like I'm like 14 in that picture. Oh. This is not OBS dropping frames, by the way. This is the game just doing that. Can't handle the scene. There's a lot of foliage to load in.
Inquisitor.
How goes the battle, Captain?
The Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Do only what you must. We need enough people for a celebration when we get back to Skyhold.
We will not fail you, my lady, no matter what comes. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True. You are far more likely to come to their aid than a Chantry fable, but I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the Illuvian he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Okay. Guys, don't stab the map, we need that. Let me loot this from my own camp. Thanks, guys. I need this. Selena's here, Josephine's over here talking to her.
Your faith in your commander is well placed, Ambassador. Victory is all but in sight.
With Orlay's Imperial Guard joining us, it was never in doubt. Corypheus has been seen in the fray. Will you not consider moving further from the front line?
Dear Lady Montillier, we cannot send our subjects where we ourselves fear to tread. All Thedas will see Orlais stand triumphant with the chosen of Andraste.
As your majesty wishes.
Looking a little bit out of place in this forest here, but hey.
We are gladdened to see you, Herald. This day will be recalled for ages. We are privileged to witness the fulfillment of the Inquisition's purpose.
The sight of our Orlesian allies risking their lives here humbles me.
Your worthy cause would have friends, even if we did not will it. Men and women of faith serve you. Their favor is no less than our own. Their service no less dear. With Orlais at your side, we will see you victorious against Corypheus. May you walk in the light.
Cool. Josie, what say you?
Inquisitor, I hear this Illuvian lies in a temple nearby. That's where the fighting will be worst. Andraste keep you safe.
Come join us. It'll be great.
Move everyone immediately if the fighting comes closer.
You may count. Good luck.
Cool. Who else is here? Colin's already out there fighting. Nobody else over here. Alright. Go ahead and grab the Stormheart here. There's more over there. We've already gone too far.
Listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
Come on, let's go plug some assholes.
I hope you're right about this temple, Morrigan. I could use a building or two.
Do the woods discomfort you, Pavan?
The sun renews itself. So must...
No!
Andraste, help me.
I wanted to hear this! Oh.
The sun renews itself. So must the faithful renew their love of the Maker.
Can I actually do anything with this guy?
Serving him with a heart of love unbound. Your struggle shall be a gift, for it redeems you in his sight.
The Inquisition brought you this struggle. Without men like you, it would fall.
The fight is justly entered, your worship. I was a pilgrim at Haven. I saw the wreckage and how you emerged to lead us. If the Maker bids me serve you, it will be done.
Alright, Colin's ready to report in. I'm sure he is. He might be a little bit busy right now, though. And we've got some stuff to get rid of already.
Where does it hurt?
Everywhere.
Specifically where the Inquisitor just jumped on top of me. With her muddy boots.
General is just down the hill, Inquisitor.
Cool. Let's go get him. I don't want to pick that up right now. Yeah. We wrecked that one guy. Good work, team. And we're gonna swap to Sarah so we can hit him from all the way back here. Right, if we're gonna be stabbing maps, we need to at least enchant them so they'll, like, self-heal or something. Cause yeah, like you said, someone spent a long time working on that. Yeah, we'll grab more of this. Alright, there's water here. We might get some slowdown. We'll see. Big boy down there. Ow! Hit me with that. mean, there's guys running up behind us. Maybe we should take care of that. Alright, or just everyone stand there. I'll get it. Thanks, Dorian. I remember getting lost in this area first time around. Or maybe I wasn't lost, maybe I was just making sure I looted every corner of the map here. I don't know. With me, either situation is likely.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
Exactly. Combat. Shiny piece of rock. Lost path. More fighting. Combat is always a sign of progression. It's like playing original Doom in all those games where you had to go and rub your face on every wall while jumping to make sure you didn't miss anything. Ah. Again, what am I going to be using the Silverite for? Nothing, probably. But I'm gonna grab it. If my chin goes through once, it's worth it. Exactly, right? It's like, I'll stop doing it once I stop finding secrets. Yeah, let's throw an explosive shot in there. There we go.
The monsters are running, your worship.
It's fine, I've got arrows.
For the herald.
It's just like when I was trying to jump up all of those cliffs instead of just taking the ramp. I'll stop doing it when it stops working.
For the Inquisition!
Oh god. See, at least they kind of hid stuff behind waterfalls. It wasn't like nice loot or anything, or a cave, but they did it. Waterfalls are like loot gold mines. Except for more recent games when they've kind of gotten rid of that. Which makes me upset. I feel like they should continue doing it at least once. Purely for the memes. Oh well. getting soaking wet for this. That's right. Everybody stuff your pockets. We need more Silverite and Stormheart. Inquisitor, we have chests full of this that's completely untouched back at the base. I don't care, we need more. Morrigan's just like, oh god, no wonder you guys are gone for so long.
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the wall.
While recalling fine memories of her adventures with the Warden, where the exact same thing occurred. I'm just being stabbed back here, by the way. Alright, I got roughed up a little bit there. Oh, and these guys are just chilling. Full caravan of fruit. Where do we put this? Alright, guys. You need to just start stuffing this stuff in your shoes.
They do not look like Dalish or city elves.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Give me that loot. Give it to me. And the Silverite. Oh good, a supply cache. I don't even need it because, oh, hell yeah! I just bought 5 yesterday. That's great. But yeah, we didn't use up a potion when we healed with Sarah because of that passive she's got. That's pretty nice. Captain Lowen, I don't want grumbling in the lower ranks that our Lord Corypheus handpicked Grey Wardens to be part of his honor guard over his Templars. Our charge is not to understand his will, it is only to obey it. Besides, our master's still sore he lost all but a few dozen enslaved Grey Wardens to the Inquisitor at Adamant. If your soldiers are smart, they'll keep quiet about it. Okay. Sarah's always missing a jar of bees. I have only ever used that twice. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if that's bugged or if she just happens to use one every time I'm not taking control of her. I don't know. Get him! Cool. And I'll just be taking this red lyrium, don't worry about it. Get rid of all that stuff. What's over there? Okay, it's that. Stormheart! Every situation requires bees. It's the wasps you have to worry about. I keep seeing people post pictures of just bees crawling around on them and they're just having a good old time. I am so scared to ever allow that. I've never actually been stung. But they're so cute and fuzzy. I love them. But yeah, we have a bunch of paper wasps that like to get into our apartment. We haven't had one in a while, but every time I bring it up and say we haven't had one in a while, one will appear either hours later or the next day. So, you know, be ready for that. Why did I just double back? Well, while we're here. I hear growling. Oh boy. Yeah, let's get that explosive shot. That did a decent chunk. Alright. That's a lot of lyrium that we're just carrying around. Sure, that's fine. Aw. No, come back. Actually, no, run away. Fly to safety. Let me save just in case something bugs out. I'm worried about that now. Be a shame if he slipped it. Save that for the next game of Wicked Grace. We've already seen Cullen naked, we have to up this somehow. Raise the stakes. I love this quest. So nice running around here, and it's a nice big area. Just shooting that tree. Don't mind me. Hey, the Inquisitor's not dead yet. We're doing great. Actual loot back there, but there's more guys to fight. Oh, this is a shadow. We need to take him out quickly. And we did. Alright. shadows are awful.
Good hunting, Inquisitor. We're keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
Who was that? Yay! It's Liliana. We broke her. Okay. She's doing her best. Yeah, she's trying not to fall down while she runs away from me. Cool. Supply cache, which we don't need. Go ahead and grab that. That was just marking the supply cache, so we're good. Some more red on my map. Let's go. Cool. Still somebody up? Yes. Yes, there is. Alright, not anymore. Stormheart, give it to me. Yay. Alright. Helped our guys out, now we can move on. Okay, we've got an archer up there, which means I should probably head up there. Yeah, there's Cullen! Get him, Cullen! Yeah. Hop down and run around in this mess here. He's fighting wardens, that's great. Yay! Good work, Cullen. We're not coming back here, I may as well. Did not need it at all.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
I hear fighting ahead.
Yeah, you do.
Kamilana Sabanalet.
They still think to fight us, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Morgan's
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
I know, right? We're just gonna let that play out. It's fine. I'm sure that's the very last we're gonna see of him. Absolutely.
It cannot be.
Across the bridge, now!
It's fine, it's a magic door. Yeah, he came back a little more quickly than we were expecting, huh? Alright, so this is a very heavy part. So I won't be talking for most of it.
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an Eluvian, but he mentioned a Well of Sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
You mean you don't know? She did just say that. I wanted to shower, but now I'm invested. Yeah.
Could they be the same? Could Illuvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Eluvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Morgan admitted she was wrong. Character development.
Find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
So, how many times do we need to kill him? It's a small number, right?
Strike Corypheus down, and he will rise anew.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
Dun dun dun. Alright, everybody spread out and loot. You know the drill. We can't stop the big evil until our pockets are full to the brim.
I see the Red Templars have already encountered the Temple's guardians.
Anything good on them?
Rummage their corpses, by all means.
That's the spirit. Look. What are these? I guess they're supposed to be like little beetles, but... Ah, supplies replenished. Very nice. We can just talk to Morrigan.
Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Morrigan's just mad that we haven't found her a stupid-looking hat in this run.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
You're right, Morrigan. I'm sorry. That was rude.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony. Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
Alright.
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Alathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
It is thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets.
Yeah. Nobody wants to let us have their secrets. So we're just going to continue looting. Alright. The rebel god. The Dalish use Haralan to mean traitor to one's kin, but the word does not appear in any elven text before the Tower's Age. The ancient root word is related to Haralin, or opposition, and Helathin, or noble struggle. The Dalish call Finharal a god of deception, but I positive. Fair, more accurate translation would be God of Rebellion. That paragraph hurt me for reasons I don't understand. Let's continue. What's up, Dawn? How you doing? What he rebelled against is a story lost to time. In Dalish legends, Finn-Harel seals away the other deities out of love and trickery. Love of trickery. That's an important word. If we understood more ancient Elven, we might find earlier versions of the Dreadwolf story give him a more nuanced motivation beyond spite.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the Dread Wolf, Finn-Harel. In Elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Finn-Harel in Mythal's greater sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mathrath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful. Still, so long as the wolf's jaws cannot close around us, we may pass safely on.
I feel like there was a
Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land.
Before the Imperium destroyed it.
They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Elves built all this.
Okay. I was going to say, I feel like there was a different party member I probably should have brought along for this, but might actually be better that I didn't.
It's sealed.
Corypheus's lackeys managed to open it. Perhaps the altar holds a clue.
Oh yeah, we can't slack on the flower picking now that we're in an elven temple. That would just be disrespectful. Alright, so we need to find a way in.
It appears the temple's magics
God.
are still strong.
I forgot about these puzzles.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
I only recognize a few phrases. Ah, a Belasan, meaning place of sorrow. That must be the well. There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
Well, yeah, it's a start.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Oh, no. This is bad. Rituals are bad. You can't want this.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back.
Okay, so it's one of these puzzles where you have to step on all the tiles and light them up.
Yes.
Okay, she has nothing new for us.
Let's continue.
As you wish.
And now the door is all glowy. I don't think I needed to click on anything else over there, but we'll find out in a minute. There we go. That was loud.
Hold them off!
And now we fight. Let's back up just a little bit here. God, I love long shot. Oh, hello. Alright.
Come on, we might catch them.
No! The loot!
Hold a moment.
Loot! No!
While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
An army fights and dies for us. The longer we tarry, the more soldiers we lose outside. Let's jump down and be done with this place.
Just a thought. Maybe rushing through this place like a mad bull isn't the best plan.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
Everyone's arguing.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Alright. Follow Samson through the hole or perform the rituals. We will be performing the rituals.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor?
No.
Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
Let's do the stupid puzzles. Is this where we came in? Yes, it is. Go do the stupid puzzles. Aha, loot. Are all these birds having meetings? Who called this meeting? fall damage from that. Okay, well I didn't want to step on that one, but that's fine. And then we have to do the upstairs as well. Ta-da! Oh, I have to... Boo. Hello. Right on. Hold up, hold up. There we go. Yeah, I didn't see this one was over here when I started the other one. There we are.
Indeed. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
Away! Hey, there's still loot here. Give me that. How did I miss that earlier? And we can't open that because that's where we came from again. Hang on, or is it? Really need to be going here. What's up, Robin? How are you? Let's go back this way.
This is amazing!
Thanks for the follow, Beast. Appreciate it. Alright. Now we have another one here. Let's see if I can get a good look at this before we start. I am doing alright. Starting to warm up in here though, so it's getting a little bit toasty. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, let's go up this way. There we go.
The ritual is complete.
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
I remember struggling with these quite a bit the first time I did this. I'm honestly shocked we're doing okay this time around. Alright, how do we get back to that other one? We need to go back around this way. The one with the gate had me stuck for a while. I think that one gave me the most trouble as well, which is great, because here we are. Let's save after we've done those other ones. Let's see. Let's have a look around, of course, before we start all of this. This one might take a couple tries. But we won't know until we get started, so let us away. How do I want to do this? I think I already messed it up. Oh wait, yeah, I have to come back and drop off of the side there. That's right. Oh. Okay, never mind. Boy, am I glad they decided to not have the others activate these things. I'm gonna try going up this time. Well, let's see. Come on! I was going fast! Alright. Complicates things a bit. They did when the game was first released. They fixed it in the early patches. Oh my god. That must have been a nightmare. There's a lever in the middle? Okay, cool. That's what I was looking for. Ah, there it is. Good call. Thank you. That would have taken me quite a while to see that if you hadn't pointed it out. Problem is, how do we get back to that one now? Yeah, we're gonna start over. Oh, it goes back up. Boo. Okay, I didn't hear it make any noise when we hopped off there. Very good. Alright. Start over. No, we're starting over. Okay, here we go. kill that. No! Ah, I see. Okay. I needed to stop at that one. So I can pull that, and then that'll open that one. Unless it lets me jump. Boo! Okay, we know what we need to do now. I like all the different puzzles in this game. I like them too. I like this one because it's a little bit more well lit. The other ones where you're in a completely dark cave and, you know, you can't actually see what you need to be interacting with. Those kind of annoy me. There we go. Okay. I need to leave this one open. Because, yeah, then I can't do those. Ah! Okay. This time for realsies. Here we go. Morgan almost shoved me onto the wrong tile there. Yeah, and we'll hit that one. Start in the corner after you lower the wall. I think you should be able to work around. Ta-da!
Everything is lit.
So can we go? Now?
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
And everyone disapproves.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
Morrigan, we're going towards the magic glowy door, honey. Save after we've done this.
Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Vernavis. You are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths alongside Elven. Or at least those having our features. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
Solus greatly approves of this part. Yeah, I'm sure he does.
I don't understand the slumber bit. Who are you?
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
Alright, let's get some more info on that.
So, you're elves from ancient times, before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed Arlathan.
The Shemlin did not destroy Arlathan. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over.
Wait, that's not right. What are you saying?
You would not know truth. Shemlin history is as short as the pool of your years.
What did the Imperium do then? Are you saying it wasn't a war?
The war of carrion feasting upon a corpse, yes. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Vira Belasan must be preserved.
What is this Vira Balasan exactly?
It is a path, one walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
We did not come here to fight you, nor to steal from your temple.
Ignore that looting from before.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mithal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
I'll admit the idea of fighting the last of their kind does not thrill me.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
We might need the well, though. We didn't do all those puzzles to not go at least see what that well's about, so... let's see what he's got.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
No! Morgan!
Okay. Now that he's gone, we can see if there's any loot. Oh, never mind. There are guards here.
He said the elves destroyed themselves before my countrymen came along. Could that be true? I can hardly believe it.
This would be our guide.
Mytholanast.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
She's worried about this well, not Corypheus.
Going a little bit too fast there. Just help you fight them. It's easier. They take you straight to... Okay, nice. Yeah, I couldn't remember what I did last time. Shoot that explosive shot into the pillar. I didn't see any numbers from that, but... It's fine. They're dead. What the loot?
This place looks untouched.
The entire temple must have looked like this long ago. How could the elves pour such devotion into this nonsense?
Right, the judgment of Mythal. Whenever one of the people wronged... let's start over. Whenever one of the people wronged another, they would not call on Elgar'nan to avenge them, for his fury would destroy all it touched. Mythal saw this bring strife among the people, and went to Elgar'nan. She offered to deliver justice when the people warred amongst themselves. Elgar'nan saw her wisdom and agreed, binding all to abide by her verdicts. Some petitioning Mythal for justice hid jealousy, accusing those who had done them no wrong. She saw their lies and struck them down. Others petitioning Mythal for justice burned with wrath for imagined slights. She saw their weak hearts and struck them down. Those coming to her with clear minds and open hearts were granted judgment and protection, and Mythal harried their enemies until the end of their days. Alright. Eh. This is nice.
Henshra! Gilas Velathan! She wants us to stay close.
Just a quick look around.
Hang on, I'm looting stuff. I need this gold that I won't be using.
The Sentinels are holding off the Red Templars.
Good for something, I guess, if they keep it up.
Vir Sumiel.
In the boss room, there's a satchel when you first enter that will replenish your potions. Nice. Okay, cool. Did not remember that. Thank you for bringing that up. Ah, so many stairs. Alright, that's a good loot room. Alright, anything else in here? Out of here. lord. And again, we'll save just in case we crash. Away we go. But there are 2 doors here. Which one do I take?
The Well of Sorrows.
Andraste, guide us.
How has such magic lasted?
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General? Tell me...
Oh, well. He doesn't get to finish that conversation.
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
Your reserves are gone. So is Delirium. Isn't it time to stand down?
To enjoy the mercy you showed our brothers and sisters? No thanks. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
You dare say that to my face? After you butchered my men? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take out that armor.
Power's all well and good, until it's taken away.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor is gone. Delirium! I need it! Kill them all!
Alright, time to fight. Got no animation for that leaping shot, but that's okay.
I'll show you bastards! There we are! You're nothing!
Alright, and as you can see, Samson is taking Mario mushrooms. Inquisitor's getting wrecked as she does. I'll just let her do her thing. And she's down. Again, that's normal. Which is why I'm playing Sarah. Also, it's just really fun playing Sarah. Okay. Hello. Alright, now he's really big. If we could get that tree out of our camera, that'd be great. Get him down!
Well, you French. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
He's still breathing.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Acquired certainty. Have we?
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Yeah, we need that well.
Samson thought the well's knowledge was valuable. It could help stop Corypheus.
I care nothing for your petty conflicts, Shemlin.
You'll care when Corypheus arrives for the well.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
This can't be easy, holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
Why remain? Why perform a duty without purpose?
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right. The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Let's get a little more info here.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Belasan remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
The Imperium went to great lengths to expunge Elven history. You might be the last to know the truth.
Would the elves of your lands listen to the truth?
No elfie elf will believe it. What would they cry about if their glory wasn't stolen? Big loss.
It may be that only Uthenra awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
Thank you for this gift, Abelas.
Do not thank me yet, Shemlin.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mathal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Yeah, that's probably something to be a little worried about.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
I do not like this. She is far too eager.
I do not hide it. To restore lost knowledge, I would risk much.
And what would you do with it? You could be worse than Corypheus.
So, paralyze yourself for fear of what might be? I can give nothing but my word. Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
I don't know who's better suited, and neither do you.
I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
Morrigan, if you're just thirsty, I've got some water.
You're not concerned about the price? Bound forever to the will of Mythal?
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
All right.
Thoughts?
It all seems ghoulish. Let Morrigan use it, if she wants it so much.
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk. Make her help us all.
It's called the Well of Sorrows. Sorrows? No one should go in the Well of Sorrows.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
You make a fine point, Sarah.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
All right, have at it.
It's yours.
Ironbolt disapproves. As expected. And Vivian is also not a huge fan of this. Hop in, everybody. The water's fine. Well, whether you wanted to or not.
Are you alright?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
he made it into the door.
The Illuvian!
Alright, off we go. None for you. Alright. So everything went totally fine. We don't have to worry about anything ever again. Lake Lady, yeah. She-eyed. And look, now we're back home. Convenient.
It is done.
To rent some property in the Fade as much time as you spend there.
Pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Meaning he will attack us directly, at Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
One of them keeps asking for the Wi-Fi password. I don't know what that means.
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
Just kill his dragon. Why didn't we think of that before?
Just kill the
There
dragon
is a way
forehead.
to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Well, alright. Go ahead and save. We made it through that without any crashes. That's exciting. Let's see, how's our inventory doing? We actually didn't get a ton of stuff, which is fantastic.
It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy woman to the people. You'll enter legend.
If it's true, may the Maker judge me worthy of the honor.
And there is the modesty people respect. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I share their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lady. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
Alright, it's kind of getting real now. We're getting toward the end here. Don't worry, we've still got DLC. Let's see, who else do we need to speak to? Surely Solus will have something to say about all this.
We're marching soon.
Nice 3 eyes over here.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walked through a mirror, and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
No, I pretty much just came here to talk about the magic goo. I don't have any more questions about Hawk. Keep asking about Hawk.
Carry on.
We've seen all the rest of that stuff. What are you doing over here?
Inquisitor.
Okay, good talk. Solus, buddy.
The Temple of Mythal sounds truly astounding. I would have liked to have seen it. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
I don't know, dude. One thing at a time.
I won't know the answer until Corypheus
Of course,
is
Solus
defeated.
disapproves.
Yet they are already asking you to answer. Restore the Chantry? Destroy the Chantry? If you do nothing, someone else will answer in your stead. Whatever you do, choose wisely. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Wait, really? That's Trainer? I don't think I ever looked up who the Inquisitor's voice was. Oh my god, okay. That's been bothering me for years. She does sound very much like her.
Thank you, Solus. We couldn't have done this without you.
You are welcome.
Let's see. We're gonna look this up. Stop loading ads. Stop it. Let's see. Let's scroll down a little bit. It's been a few years. Yep. You're right. That is 100% Trainer. Good ear. Oh man. That's crazy. I am super excited about that. Wow. It's I always think that's the door to Vivian. It never is. But I'll keep trying. One of these days, it'll happen. That's not the door I want either. We're just gonna open all these doors. This is what we want. Let's get disapproval from everyone.
It's been quite the momentous day, hasn't it, my dear? We should probably give some thought to the very likely possibility that Morrigan will use her new power against us.
I trust Morrigan, which is going to make Vivian disapprove.
I have complete confidence in Morrigan. She won't turn on us.
My dear, even if she wishes to remain loyal, what will the well's power do to her mind? She's bound to some ancient demon. Circle records have limited information on shapeshifting. There are mentions of counterspells that may prevent mages from transforming or from reverting to their true forms. I have my people researching these spells now. If they have ever been documented, I'll find them. The pieces are nearly in place. We'll soon strike against Corypheus directly. You've done well. I will be proud to fight alongside you when the time comes.
Yeah, I've never been able to put that together. And it sounded so familiar to me. Man. Good call. And we're dropping frames again, because it's about time for that to be coming into full swing here. Ugh.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
You don't seem concerned about that.
I'm terrified. Yet I have faith in you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
Oh yeah, I still need to decide who to make divine.
Oh, I have plans of my own.
As you should. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
And now we're up here. Let's go see what Cullen's got to say. And we'll save. Alright.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you?
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
You're afraid?
Of course I am. Corypheus possessed that Grey Warden at Mythal. What more is he capable of? It's only a matter of time before he retaliates. We must draw strength wherever we can. When the time comes, you will be thrown into his path again. Andraste, preserve me. I must send you to him.
There's nothing to worry about. I have luck on my side, remember.
That's less comforting than I'd hoped.
Oh, hugs.
Whatever happens, you will come back.
I certainly hope so.
The thought of losing you... I can't.
So, like, his mantle's got to smell terrible, right? I would not want to be shoving my face in that. Oh yeah, we already read that.
My maker nor my heart, take from me a life of sorrow. Lift me from a world of pain. Judge me worthy of your endless pride. My maker nor my heart.
I guess this is where this book goes.
Lift me from a world of pain. Judge me worthy of your endless pride.
Oh, yes. Alright, let's let you carry on. We do need to speak to Morrigan. Not gonna do that just yet, actually, since that's kind of a progression thingy. Who else can we speak to? Need to go see how everybody's doing at the tavern. Since we didn't speak to them when we were over there with Cassandra. Since it put us all the way up there on the ramparts. Bull, you have anything to say now?
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Right on. Crim Honey, you were doing so well. You being tall, you can be tall.
Shame the alliance with the Chief's people didn't work out. He hasn't said anything, but he's feeling it.
Yep, that's Vega. And this is Jennifer Hale.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, okay, so that's another parallel. Vega and Bull both do the nickname thing. Well, actually, Varric is more heavy on the nickname thing in this series. Sarah, honey, be careful up here. I want you falling out of a window.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelas in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
If that's a joke, I don't get it.
Everyone is always, oh, poor elves, victims of this and whatever. But the Empire hates itself. Love it. Like being sad makes them better than me. Turns out, they're not victims. They're the same as everyone else. Arseholes. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
Hey, Wyatt, how's it going?
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal.
Course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods, and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Bit of cruel irony going around, yeah. A little bit. It's going well. We only had a couple issues with crashing yesterday. And then one or two outliers, but it's running a lot more smoothly than Origins did. Oh, God.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Cariffi's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
Ah, lumpy truth.
People need to understand what this could mean.
No, they don't. 1,000 miles away, all they'll hear is you won. They won't care what you mutter to yourself. And neither do I. So there you go.
Now everyone's mad at me. That's fine. Everyone can be mad at me. Oh god, no, I'm not doing the quiz again. Cole, get upset with me.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
Alright. Thanks for that, Cole. That was an adventure. Alright, we've already spoken to these people. We need to check on Liliana and Dorian. Oh yeah, we should probably go see Blackwall too.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
Okay, you just went super excited about murdering people when we talked to you earlier today. I'm kind of afraid of you.
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
Okay.
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I won't make that mistake.
Instant regret.
You can't force people to change their minds.
Then how will change ever come? People do not simply happen upon enlightenment. Most must be carried there. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. Yet.
Okay, so Liliana's got some plans. Her intentions may be good. Her methods might be a little not good. But we'll see how that plays out.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
That elf, Abelas. He said the Imperium wasn't what destroyed the elves. My people would never accept that. It would reduce us to scavengers, destroy our legacy no matter how terrible. But we should accept it. Take our history down a peg. Confront the legacy hanging over us like a shroud. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
You're not doing nothing, Dorian. You came here. You're fighting with us.
Thank you for saying that. I want to do more than stop Corypheus, however. I want to save my home. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Okay. Well, let's go see if Blackwall's got anything to say. He's still sitting in his chair, so...
Corypheus is able to possess Grey Wardens, or so I hear. Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real warden.
Every time I go to talk to somebody, I have the conversation like this.
It's a blessing. Warden or not, I'd hate to be on the other side of your blade.
Going up against a Darkspawn, and the last thing you want is a Grey Warden. Funny how these things happen.
Okay.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Well, that was a bit of a letdown after everything else. Alright, so we've talked to everybody. We need to go speak to Morrigan. That's gonna be another cutscene thing, so we will do that first thing tomorrow. Possibly. Or maybe at the end. Yeah, let's do that at the end of the day tomorrow. And the main focus will be tying up loose ends, because we still have a few things to do out in some other regions. Not too terribly much.
Will you be coming to the readings? After what happened, I just...
And then, yeah. We'll finish up the main campaign probably on Monday. And then we've still got some DLC to run through. So we might actually finish this next week. That's kind of wild, but we've been playing this game since the end of March, so... It's been longer than I thought it was. Alright, so that's the plan. Tying up loose ends, talking to Morrigan, maybe getting some more plot going tomorrow. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. Good to have you here. Take care of yourselves, be nice to people, wash your hands, all that stuff. And we'll be back tomorrow. Take care.